So I just taped my top 10 offenses of 2025 pod with Dominique Foxworth, and we both had the Seattle Seahawks in our top six. Dominique actually had them third overall. So here are three reasons why I think the Seahawks defense is going to be elite this year. Number one is because in the second half of the 2024 season, they were elite, top five in EPA per play and yards per play. The turnaround really coincided with the trade for this guy, linebacker Ernest Jones. They completely changed the linebacker group halfway through the season, elevating Tyrus Knight to becoming a starter as well. And you really saw some of the issues they had fitting the run evaporate in the second half of the season. So I'm optimistic they continue building on that, especially with continuity at the linebacker position. Number two, this guy, Mike Macdonald, the head coach, has a track record of turning things around on defense and seeing a year 1 to 2 leap. With Baltimore, when he was the defensive coordinator, it was a little rough early on. I remember there's this game against Miami. We were watching and thinking, oh, this guy, Mike Macdonald from college, is he going to be good? But they fixed things and finished 8th in DVOA at the end of the 2022 season. And then in the 2023 season, they were the best defense in the NFL, first in EPA per play. This is something he did at Michigan as well. His defense is really complicated. It takes a while to learn, but when players do get a feel for it, they are excellent. Finally, number three is that I think the pass rush is surprisingly deep. There's no Micah Parsons or Myles Garrett, but there are a lot of really good players. I would argue there's one great player, Leo Williams, who was really underrated last year, despite the fact that he finished fourth amongst all defensive tackles in pass rush win, but he took over games in the second part of the season. Around him, or pardon me, on the interior as well, you have Byron Murphy, the first-round draft pick. Jaron Reed was very good last year. And then at edge, Chenin Wosu comes back from injury. Boye Mafe is a really good player. Derek Hall gives you some contributions. And they went out and they added DeMarcus Lawrence, who obviously is older and coming off the injuries, but has been excellent, particularly against the run. I like this group. I think they're good. They're also very creative about how they get pressure. So I think that they'll be able to lean on simulated pressures and running games up front to get to the quarterback. All right, that's it. I'm very optimistic about the Seahawks defense, and before anyone calls me a homer, I'm less optimistic about the offense. I've been a little bit hard on some of the choices that they've made there, but not so on the other side of the ball. Feel really good about this defense.